Tell everyone no more bidding. Virtual red bands about to begin. All the shallow red peacocks are in another reality. A tough ready panic glass in my hand. Thanksgiving tomorrow, we've come a long way. An ascension for Reese, it's gonna be neat. I was pals with Tippy G. It's only pushed me even when virtual and red band is the overlay. And virtual red band just began. Don't spend all the cash on red band. Donate your coins back to red band. I see myself when I watch red band. We love the red band. Tell the peasants from the favelas that virtual red band's their new umbrella. Some might not understand it now, but one day they'll understand. Long live the mochi realm of red band. Hallelujah, we have red band. I see us all when I see red band. We are the actual chosen fans. Oh, I remember clarity, I remember lace, I remember public fights and Michael's clean shaves. I remember Sam and the thing he had with Ace. This level up makes me laugh. I wear orange like the wolves that must go barking up at me. Virtual red band screams my name. Some call it mental, some call it obsession. I call it a divine work out of me. You deserve honor too, like red band. If I deserve one thing, it's red band. I see God's spark when I see red band. We love the red band band. Whoa, 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 like that band. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And don't know the Red Band band. Tell the peasants from the favelas that virtual red band's the new umbrella. Some might not understand it now, but one day they'll understand. Long live the mochi realm of red band. Hallelujah, we have red band. I see us all when I see red band.
Sometimes those songs work okay. Other times it is, I don't even know where. I literally, for that song, just said, make a song about a show called Virtual Red Band that's about to start. It's the day before Thanksgiving. That's all I put. What is this shit? I don't even know. Where do they pull this from? Like, I wonder if they pull this. Do they go in like Reddit pages, or there were some things in there. I'm like, I don't even like. I remember when Sam and that thing he had with bees, and Michael's clean shaves. Like, are these like real things of people I know? Anyways, I have no idea what that fucking song was. Cheers to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I'm having my first drink tonight. Welcome to Virtual Red Band 756. Let's hang. Cheers to you. If you want a Death Squad mug like the one I'm drinking, go to DEATHSQUAD.tv. At the very top, click on Shop Squad, and that'll take you to ShopSquad.tv. There we have shirts, hats, mugs, stickers, and all that. Go to ShopSquad.tv or click the link at DeathSquad.tv. You can also find every past episode of Kill Tony, including Monday's episode, which was with Jeff Dye and Rick Glassman. What did you guys think about that episode, huh? That was a fun one. Anyways, you can go right here and click on the big Kill Tony link to go to the Kill Tony YouTube page, or right here at the top. See that episode, or every past episode is on Death Squad. And it's also on Spotify and Apple Music and anywhere you can find podcasts, or just go to youtube.com/KillTony. Sunset Strip Comedy Club. That's right. That's the comedy club I own here in Austin, Texas. You can go to sunsetstripatx.com. I just clicked this link right here. And we have shows all the time, including my show, which is every single Thursday, but not tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. Yeah. But anyways, every other Thursday, we have shows, and we have shows all the fucking time. A lot of cool shows coming up this weekend. So if you're ever in Austin, Texas, and you want to come see a show, maybe the mothership is sold out like it always is, you can always go next door to the Sunset Strip, atx.com. All these links and everything I've been talking about can be found at DeathSquad.tv. Real quick and fast. How are you guys doing in the chat room? Yeah, I was going to... I was thinking, like, do I stream tonight? Do I stream tomorrow? And I thought maybe tomorrow I might be just ready for a nappy poo. But thought, fuck it. Let's just stream tonight. How are you guys? Are you guys all ready for this? I know a lot of you guys probably have to deal with family tomorrow, which is always fun. I miss my family, but, you know, I don't really miss too much just having to be around my extended family for long periods of time. You just kind of have to act cheesy and stuff. You have to sneak out and smoke a cigarette when no one's looking. You know, then I don't know. What are you guys? You guys in all that? I don't know. I'm going tomorrow to my friend's house, me and Janice, who's a chef, and we've been doing that. It's kind of a tradition now, the last 4 years. So I'm looking forward to that. I like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's pretty chill. It's not the worst. I had to go to the grocery store today. That was a mistake. Fucking going to the grocery store tonight. Oof. No bueno. We're having beef this Thanksgiving. I think all of Thanksgiving should have beef. I think that's a great idea. Just throw some fucking steaks on the grill. I don't know. Turkey's okay. I don't mind it once a year, you know, but I also do I care if it's turkey? I really just like all the sides. I like the dressing, the stovetop stuffing. And I don't even like the fancy stuffing most of the time. I like the stovetop stuffing. Just mashed potatoes, all that stuff. Fine. It's fine. You're having grilled chicken. See, grilled chicken. I think I'd rather have grilled chicken than turkey, usually. I mean, I guess it's okay. Brian, did you see that VR chat now has age verification? I think it's the missing piece. Yes, I did read that today. I was going to talk about that tonight. VR chat is now finally getting age verification. If you've been watching the last couple episodes, you might have noticed that Virtual Redban Part 2, when I actually go play virtual reality, has ended abruptly. My computer, the last 2 or 3 times I've played, just after like 2 or 3 hours, just shuts off out of nowhere, loses power. The whole thing just turns off. I've gone through the system logs, can't find really anything. I reinstalled a Bitdefender, a virus scan, checked everything, updated everything. Everything was pretty much already updated, but I got some new updates, so maybe that will fix whatever's going on. I don't know. I don't know what's up. Yeah, that Popeyes chicken. You guys know that they sell a Popeyes turkey? You can buy a frozen turkey from Popeyes with all the turkey Popeye seasons. Boba, update your BIOS. This is not an Intel computer. This is my AMD computer. I guess I could still update my BIOS, but I think you're thinking that it's an Intel, but it's not an Intel. This one's not an Intel. And I'm pretty sure all those sudden crashes that you're thinking of is from the Intel chip dilemma of 2024. Good shit on the Duncan's podcast. Yes, me and my old buddy Duncan. I was on his show. Came out a couple of days ago. We nerded out and talked about a bunch of AI stuff. So if you like all that stuff, we talked about it. He's the only guy I know that literally I could sit down for like 2 hours, 3 hours straight and just talk about AI with. I mean, like, it's fascinating. We talked about this guy, my friend, who's making all these AI photos of me and stuff like that.
You know, like, oh my God, that's real. That's really fucking good.
Or, yeah, that's.
So how is he doing that?
I forget what he said he uses, but
Or hits. Oh, that the get this, like, it's an insane. But if you have psychic.
Anyways,
I've just been.
Check it out. It's on Duncan Trussell Family Hour on YouTube. Just search for Duncan Trussell. It's episode 647. Yeah, that was always fun hanging out with Duncan. Dunky Trussy. Yeah. Yeah, so tonight, by the way, this is a chill episode. If you're new here, this is an episode where I'm not really talking about much. I'm just more like hanging out with you guys. We'll look at some fun stuff. I also have something that I could unbox for you, just something small. It's pretty cool. I'll do that in a second. Kind of want to get a little bit of my drink in, though. I got a killer headache. Killer headache. ChatGPT had me rolling the last virtual Redban. She had that really getting that southern accent down. Heck yeah. Try replacing your network card. I've had that mystical stuff happen on 2 new streaming computers. Really? You know what? I will try that. I should just use Wi-Fi on this computer since it's right next to the router. But I did notice something in the crash when I was combing through the crash log, something about something network. But it didn't seem that important. But if you've had the same problems, thanks for the tippy poo box lane. But try replacing your network card. I've had that happen on 2 new streaming computers. That's interesting because I wonder why that would happen. And the network card I'm using seems to be attached to I think it's attached to my motherboard, which maybe I just need to get a separate network card for it, maybe. I guess I can try that. Doesn't seem like that would be that expensive. I also have, this computer's under warranty. I could probably I don't even feel like dealing with that. I also need to fill up. Yeah, I don't like this fucking computer. The other one can play up. You could also get a USB Wi-Fi adapter. I have one. I have one sitting around here somewhere. I don't know. I thought I was using it on this computer, but I guess I didn't. It's somewhere around here. Yeah, get a card. Yeah. Glassman was definitely not reading the room. Well, that episode's interesting because you either love Glassman, you either know who Glassman is or you don't, actually. If you watch Glassman, if you watch his podcast or his shows, that's just how he is. He's hilarious. His show is hilarious. His podcast is hilarious. But, sometimes, that doesn't work on other shows. That's, unless you know the person. But yeah. Surprising that AMD turned it around, or is it that a little bit of both? Intel did drop the ball, and AMD has been kicking ass for a while now. Yeah. He's funny but a little dated. Yeah, there's a few parts that are kind of cringe, right? Yeah, the Tony handoff was pretty funny. Hilarious. I never even thought of him as being dated, but I guess you're right when you think about it. I mean, at least that style of humor, that's very my age, I guess. I like Rick, though. He's funny. I love his show. It would have been funny to have him, to have been able to animate some parts in that episode of Kill Tony. Who's your favorite Kill Tony guest? I think I've said this before. Gosh darn it. I really like Shane Gillis, anything he does. I'm just a huge Shane Gillis nerd. But favorite, Harlan Williams is really up there. I really like Harlan Williams a lot. I like the silly, goofy guys. You know, like the Nick Swartzens and Harlan Williams and, you know, I think Shane's hilarious on the show. But I mean, Shane's hilarious as fucking ordering pizza, you know. Anything he does, I think. He's one of those guys. Tarantino hasn't been on the show. That would have been interesting. I think we had a chance once with having him on the show. But I think maybe that was when we lived in LA. Maybe that was, I don't know. That would be great if that ever happened. Back door open. I guess I could show you guys this. We could do a quick unboxing. Bring, ding, dingy, ding, ding. Thanks for the tip, JGA. See you Monday. Headed down from Philly to ATX. Oh, hell yeah. Bunch of Philly people in the house. All right, we'll do a quick little unboxing, and I'll get back to you guys in the chat room. Huh? If you don't know, or maybe you do know, Sony, not only did they release their new PlayStation Pro, it's their 30th anniversary since PlayStation released a new console, or released the PlayStation 1. So they're celebrating their 30th birthday, and they have all these like cool original PlayStation themed things that have come out. They have the PlayStation Portal, which I don't know if you saw that, the 30th anniversary of the PlayStation Portal. Let's see if I can show it to you. Do I think I'd be show this to you. And by the way, the PlayStation Portal, if you don't know what that is, that's PlayStation's portable handheld that you can stream games from your God, I can barely talk while I'm looking. So here's the PlayStation Portal. It's it's where you can stream games from your PlayStation onto like a handheld. We've done an episode or two already about this before, but this is the 30th anniversary edition. And look, it's the colors of the original PlayStation. Isn't that cute? I really think that's sexy. Well, they've also released a whole entire PlayStation Pro system. I mean, look how cool that is. It has the color scheme. It comes with all these extra little accessories, including, look at that USB plug with the old school. I mean, that just looks like the old school controller plug on one end. You see that? Isn't that fucking cool? It also comes with just not only a regular controller, it comes with one of their Pro controllers. And it's all just a lot of little secrets and little fun little things in it. And they only made 1,300 or 13,000 of these. They literally made one of the coolest, most wanted, sought out editions of a PlayStation, and they made 13,000 of these. And me and millions of people all sat around trying to get this, and of course it was impossible. All the scalpers and hackers and shit, they bought it instantly. They made it impossible for anybody to get it. It was annoying of Sony to do this. It was annoying that they only made 13,000 of it. Why didn't they just fucking make a unlimited run? Why didn't they just release the Pro in this color scheme for the first 6 months? You could tell on eBay the prices are out of control. They've been going anywhere from $10,000 down all the way to $3,000, $4,000. You could find one right now, pretty much 3 times more expensive, 4 times more expensive than they're supposed to be. Annoying as fuck, and all the accessories pretty much have been annoying to get. Now, you can get the controllers. I believe that you can still find some places. They're not as rare, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess I could check right now for you guys. PlayStation 30th anniversary. So yeah, you can't get that anymore, but I wonder if you can get the controllers. Let's see. Let's try to see. Can I get this? Buy now. Yep, you can still buy the controllers. Well, maybe not. Wait. Well, is this it? Oh, no, you can't. So I guess they made the controllers annoying to get also. That's just annoying. I mean, I hate, do they hate, like, I think so many people would buy this over, like, if they just had, like, this color scheme for people, that maybe people would buy it more than just buying a PlayStation Pro. Anyways, I couldn't get the PlayStation PS5 Pro 30th anniversary, and I really wanted it, but I can't bring myself to spend over $3,000 on just a color scheme. I have a PS5 Pro already. It's fine. I don't know. I don't really recommend it that much right now because it's not that amazing. If you already have a PS5, I would say don't upgrade until they make some games or something that's actually kind of cool for it. But I did get my hands on one of the controllers. I have not opened this up yet. This is just the DualSense color. I was like, should I make an unboxing video of this? But literally, there's just a controller in here. I don't even think there's a cable in here. It's pretty lame. Anyways, here's the box. Whoopee. Wow. Whoopee. Let's open this box and look at it. I'm just ripping this box open. I don't give a fudge. Okay, well, it does have some some of the cool things inside. For the 30th anniversary, as you can tell, it has the different consoles and different accessories they have. Sick. Like, I'm not keeping this box. I don't care. I'm not. It is a pretty cool box, though. See, why don't they just do this? Just have this as their controller now. Why make everything limited? I hate when companies make shit limited edition when people all want it. Make the pink controller limited edition. Oh no, there's only 1,000 pink controllers made. Who cares? Anyways, inside, literally, that's it. You don't even get a charging cable. I mean, I will say, just looking at this, I don't know how good this is going to come off on, but I mean, it's giving me feels. I mean, that is just a sexy fucking controller. The old PlayStation logo right here, the color scheme. You can't tell, but there's a grip on the back, and it's just a bunch of this like the 0x square triangle things. It's got a nice texture to it. Here's the regular controller, just so you can tell. I mean, that's just a really nice color scheme. Just sell this controller every day. Sell that PS5 Pro in this color scheme. I mean, that is just beautiful. And such a beautiful controller. There you go. There's that exciting unboxing video. Oh my God, I just turned on my PlayStation. Now I think my TV is going to turn off. Oh God, it did. The TV I am looking at just switched over to my PlayStation. I don't even know if, hopefully it's, oh my God, turn the fuck off. Now I have to, God, I hate that. That's the one bad thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the one bad thing about when you just turn on a PlayStation and your TV just turns and switches your TV for you. I don't really like it, but I like it when you want to play PlayStation. Now my fucking PlayStation's on. Great. What do you guys think? That's a pretty cool controller, right? Don't you agree? I mean, how cool is that? Is there a Thanksgiving secret show? No, Dylan. You didn't see the beginning of it. We're closed on Thanksgiving. The mothership's closed on Thanksgiving. I think we were open last year. I think last year I ended up doing a Thanksgiving show, and it was fine. It was like 30 people or so actually came to it. And I get, a lot of people are looking for things to do after Thanksgiving. But last year, I mean, you got to balance like, hey, do I want my staff to have to work Thanksgiving just so that we can help out 30 people that are looking for things to do? I don't know. Maybe it would have been better this year. But I don't know. I think it's more about the staff. I think it's kind of shitty making people trying to have people work on Thanksgiving. That's what I think. I should have moved the secret show to Friday, though. I should have done that. You're right. I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that or why we didn't even think of that. But it's also nice for me just to take a week off, doing Kill Tony every Monday and Secret Show every Thursday, well, it's like, ooh, you have to do something twice, a week. I mean, there's all these things in between of having to book the Secret Show and do all this stuff for this, promote the Secret Show, and all the same with Kill Tony, edit Kill Tony, and all this stuff. Like, there's all these in betweens, but having a week off where one extra day, I can lollygag around. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like having a fucking. I was trying, Kill Tony took 2 weeks off recently. We, once in a while we'll take a couple weeks off. I think we took 2 or 3 weeks off. And I was like, man, I should go on vacation. I haven't been on a legit vacation in a long time. And I couldn't even bring myself to do it because I was still too busy. And I don't know. I work a lot. And taking time off and stuff just doesn't feel good because I just get stressed out. I know it's so much easier when you have a normal job. Like when you have a normal job, like any of my old jobs, like I have a normal job and I put my vacation notice in or whatever, like my time off request, and getting that time off request and just knowing when I get off work Thursday and I get on that plane Friday, I'm gone for a week and a half and I have nothing I have to do. That is a feeling I haven't had since I was, for about 20 years. I have not had that feeling. Whenever I started working for Rogan and I moved out to LA, that was the last time I had it. When I was in Ohio, I still had the ability to do that. Having that, I could just take off some time and not worry about anything. You guys, the majority of you probably have normal jobs, and that's something you should really love, because it is a great feeling to be able to just take off work and not worry about it, stress anything, you know. But I guess that even changes if you have kids, you know, in school and just having kids. And that is a feeling I do miss. I do miss being able to just be able to take a vacation and not worry, stress about anything. But now, even when I do take a couple of days off and go somewhere, I have to worry about my animals. Like I have to put them, you know, get them babysitters, and I'm worrying about that. And I'm worrying about dumb things like, oh my God, you know, somebody came to my door, my security camera, you know, shit like, just like, I don't know. Adulting. That's why, you know, when we had that freeze, that winter freeze, remember that winter freeze Texas had? Like the first year I moved here, Texas had this winter freeze where pretty much Texas was frozen over. No power, no electricity. No one could leave their house for like a week. That felt really good. That felt great. I mean, even though I was pretty much being tortured for a week, you know, or 4 days at least, not having electricity or internet or power or water. It was, couldn't drive anywhere. At least I knew for 4 days that everyone else was in the same situation as me, and we all had the same excuse. Kind of like COVID. You know, COVID, as much as COVID gets shit on, I don't know about you guys, but there was like a good 6 months at the beginning of COVID where I think we all took it for granted. We all were just forced to not leave our house and play video games and watch TV and shit. The cat just scared the fuck out of me. Doesn't that sound like we all had like a 6 month vacation plus a year vacation, and we were all like depressed and getting fat, and everyone was like sad and shit like that. I mean, I thought it was fucking, I mean, there was parts of it that I fucking miss. God. I just remember like being able to sleep in every day. We were all just fucking inside. For the most part, there were some of you that had to fucking work those time periods. But we had it so good, and we all were like complaining about it. And a lot of us got free money. I don't think I got any free money, but I think Jana's got some, and I think a lot of people got free fucking money. We weren't allowed to go outside. People weren't allowed to be evicted for the most part, right? You have to admit some of William Montgomery's sets via cam with no audience just hit different in a good way. Oh yeah, and that was William Montgomery at his peak of drunken drugs. Traffic was light. Yeah, you could drive anywhere. There's no traffic. I mean, sure, it did suck not being able to go out and hang out at a restaurant or go to a bar with your friends and stuff like that. That did suck. I mean, that's why I started this virtual Redban, man. Virtual Redban 100% came from COVID. This whole show came from how do I hang out with friends, comedians, and write new material and do the stuff that I do at the Comedy Store every day. How do I still do that? I mean, that's how this whole podcast came, or at least the virtual reality part of the podcast. Nazi Germany type lockdown. I mean, again, what, you didn't like this part? You didn't like just being fucking lazy for 6 months, a year? That was the last vacation I had, I guess. I guess we all had a very big vacation. So, yeah. I mean, of course, the vacation, depending where you were stuck, I guess. Yeah, I'm locked down in Indiana. You know. Can you imagine those people like, yeah, I went to Hawaii for vacation, and then I'm not allowed to leave, and I have to live in this hotel in Hawaii? I bet there was people that actually had that happen. I am stuck in Hawaii. This is month 3 of being stuck at the Four Seasons Hotel in Hawaii. God, Wow. Being stuck on a cruise ship. I would actually hate being stuck on a cruise ship. Honestly, that would be torture. I hate cruise ships. I think they suck. And just being on water that much, fuck that. Where do you think Austin became what it is because of COVID? Good statement there. Yeah, if COVID never happened, I don't think any of us would have, and I mean, I don't know. If COVID never happened, I don't think any of this would have happened. There's a slight chance, because Rogan had been talking about wanting to move for a while. Rogan's always wanted to move. Like, he tried moving once before, did like Colorado at one point. But that really definitely pushed everything. I mean, yeah, that's interesting to see if COVID never happened, what would Austin be like today? Would we all still be in LA? Would Kamala Harris be the president of the United States? You know, like, would Hollywood still be pumping out brainwash juice to all their minions? Who knows? Who knows? That's interesting though to think about. That is something I wish, like, in the future, and I'm sure you could do it now, but it wouldn't be as accurate. But in the future, where like AI is like 99.9% accurate because it knows everything. For some reason, it knows everything. It could scan brains and know everything. If you could give it simulations like that, like what would happen? And it would give you like a 99.9% accurate description of what would have happened if COVID never happened. Like, Austin would just still be like, keep it weird, man, or whatever they say. It would still be that. There'd still be musicians everywhere in Austin. There would be no comedy clubs, just one. Just one comedy club, and everything else is music. Um, Diddy would still be partying. Yep. God. I don't know if you guys saw this. I just saw this. Kanye has a new music video out, which looks really. I wish I could just play it. But it looks very. He's been. I think he was hanging out in Japan for a while. Now we know why. If this is in fact filmed in Japan, but it seems like it is. The song seems very Japanese. I could probably play a second of it, huh? I wonder if... But it's a pretty badass song. I think it's called Bomb. And it looks... You know what it looks like? It looks very... like Godzilla. It looks like very Godzilla style. All right, I'm going to show you a little bit of it. If you're watching this on the replay and there's a part cut out or muted, that's why. But here it is. I'm not going to play too much of the music, I guess. All right. I think that is Kanye's kids in this. That's so cool. If this is, I mean, they probably like, Daddy, I want to be in like a Mario Kart game or something like that. I think it's, I can't tell if this is AI. I guess it is, right? I can't tell if it's AI or just like he went to Japan and got like, you know, Godzilla type. I mean, this looks pretty AI to me, honestly. Or there's just a filter to make it look like, yeah, that's AI. This is AI. So this whole AI, this is a music video with AI. I could tell this is AI just by some issues. It's like that filter that's supposed to look like an old 70s movie. Like you've seen like, you know, The Simpsons in 1960. Yeah, this is definitely AI. It's cool that Kanye's kids are in it. I think that's so cool. What a cool fucking video and a scrapbook video for his kids to look back and go, we were in this music video. Very cool. Let's just hear what a little bit of the song is.
I like to have fun. I like to go to the beach. I like the sun. You know it's shy.
That's adorable. Oh my God. This is the most adorable thing ever. And this is probably one of the smartest things that Kanye has done in a while, because they're going to blow up from this probably. God, I want to hear the whole thing. I can't. Very cool. Check it out. It's called Bomb. It's on Kanye West on YouTube. Fucking awesome. I love that side of Kanye a lot. And I think that's like the fun side of Kanye, you know, that's really fucking cool, because Kanye's a fucking nerd, just like me, just like you guys. He loves the movie Akira. He loves fucking all that stupid nerd shit. He went to, you know, he's an art with the art school, right? Didn't he go to art school or shit like that? He has like those parts of like this way. I think it's just fucking, he's talking to his kids and he's like, you know what? I'm going to make you guys Mario Kart. You're going to make your own music video. That's cool. The song I go out to for stand-up comedy, you know how like comedians have a song that they come out to. Tony, very famous, is like dun 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 dun. You know, like Star Wars or whatever. I've had many songs, and you know, as a stand-up comedy, I used to do Power of Love, bam bam, because I thought that was just like that first like 7 seconds of that song, bam 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 bam. You know, it's very fun. You know, the Back to the Future song, and then it cuts off like And that's right when I get to the microphone. I used to love that just because it was such a fun song to go up to. But now I do Kanye's song, Poopity Poop. Poopy, scoopy, poopity poop. I think it's just funny. But that's another one of Kanye's songs that I love when he's just having fun. Not his serious songs are great, his music's great, but I have more fun when he's just being silly and having fun. Yeah. Kanye's release cycle lately is on point. Mm-hmm. Hey, Redban, big fan of Ice House Chronicles and Dysentery. I have a VR headset and can't wait to join sometime. I was thinking about this the other day. There is a lot of you guys that probably want to join us, and there's ways to do it. If you're an old-time watcher of Virtual Redban, you probably can find a way to get to us eventually. But I was also thinking, if you guys just download VR Chat, it's a free program. If you have a headset, if you have Quest 3, or for Christmas, you guys get a Quest 3, just download VR Chat and, start playing it. Start getting used to it. Start figuring out how to control it, because that's the last thing. We don't want to just babysit all these people that, like, this is how you do it. Now you unmute your mic. Okay, you need to change your camera. Get used to it. And I think maybe in the future we might have like a boot camp where me and the regulars in VR Chat kind of have an audition, and we accept you or ban you from our group because we haven't done that in a while. Usually it's been where we just meet people and then we become friends with them from meeting them. But lately it's just been like every time we try to go into a public world and meet public people, it's just been N-words and kids. Hopefully this new kid thing on VR Chat fixes that, but it's just like, it's a mess. It's like old school 4chan, it's hard to meet fucking interesting, cool people when it's just people like 12-year-olds spamming the place, So yeah, that's some homework for you guys that have headsets. Download VR Chat, start getting used to it, get used to how to play it. Let's just say maybe in a month or so, you guys remind me in the chat room if I forget, but maybe in like a month or so, we'll have like a what's that, audition to start hanging out with us. That sounds so dumb, but yeah. What else I was going to show you guys? Speaking of PlayStation and VR, this is actually really cool. Now, if you guys have been following virtual reality or virtual Redban for a while, you know that we've talked about the Sony PlayStation VR 2 for a while. It was overpriced. Like you could only use it on the PlayStation. And then recently there was this adapter that came out. Sony released an adapter that let you attach your sweet Sony PlayStation headset, which is really good, to a computer. And now you can essentially play and use it as just a normal headset. If you have a good computer, you could download games and Steam VR and use that headset now. Now, a lot of the special functions still don't work on it, like just functions that's only for the PlayStation, I guess. But for the most part, the headset's good, the controllers are good. So it made the PlayStation headset a little bit more attractive. Now, it's also, what is it, $600? So it's still kind of like, might as well just get a Quest 3 at this point, But right now for Black Friday, this is a good deal. The PlayStation VR 2 is $350, and it comes with Horizon Call of the Mountain, and that's one of their best games for the Sony PSVR 2. That's about $250 off. Yeah, it's $250 off right now. That is a great Black Friday. If you have a PS5, that's a great deal. If you've been holding yourself on getting it, jump on that. I would recommend this 100%. And then if you ever get a computer, you can get that little adapter. It's like $40 or whatever, and you could use it as your headset. Now, again, I still definitely recommend buying the Quest 3, but if you have a PS5, that's hard. I would say this is a solid deal right now. You can get it on Amazon, Best Buy, you can get it at PlayStation's website. So there you go. I would recommend that a lot. And there's some great games that you could only get on the PS5 that make this more attractive than the Quest. Like Gran Turismo. You like Gran Turismo? Well, they have a VR version of that you can play. You can't play that on a PC, I don't think. Yeah, maybe you can one day. But there's games that are just on the PlayStation. So that's what makes it a little bit different in the Quest, because the PS5 has legit games, VR games, that you're not going to find on PC, at least right now. Where the Quest, yeah, they have a couple good games, but they're not PlayStation style games, you know. Also, you know, I don't see them making a VR 3 anytime soon. Maybe, but I doubt it. I think this is probably the end of the VR for PlayStation until maybe the PS6, whenever that comes out. Could be wrong. It's my guess. This hasn't been selling great. People are still very scared to get VR. PSVR, PlayStation VR is pretty expensive. I mean, like I said, it's normally $600 or whatever, and people are more turned on to the Quest 3. It just seems like a better deal. And I agree, it is a better deal. But now, if I didn't have a VR headset and I had a PS5, I would probably get this Black Friday deal over a Quest 3, just because the games that you can get on PS5 are way cooler in VR. And that's a way better headset in a lot of ways where it counts, better display than the Quest. Better controllers for fucking sure, too. So check that out. You know, there you go. Speaking of that, PC Magazine has the best Black Friday VR headset deals. Yeah. PSVR 2. All these other ones I don't recommend. I mean, the Vive Pro 2, you're saving $498. That's pretty good. But again, I don't know. Like, HTC Vive Focus Vision, saving $149. These XR glasses, fuck those. Yeah. I think the PSVR 2 is the best deal right now. Fuck those glasses. There you go. What's going on in the chat? How are you guys? PS5 is a waste of a generation of console. I 100% disagree. I think the PS5 actually did something very big, at least for me. I've had every single system since the Atari almost. I am one of the old guys that has had every Nintendo, every Sega, every TurboGrafx, every fucking Atari, I've had everything. And for the last while, I've been an Xbox boy. kind of stopped with. I mean, I just if it came out for Xbox or Sony, I used to always go Xbox. PS5 was the first one that I turned that ship around. Now I'm the opposite. And it's mostly because of these controllers. Like these controllers, if Xbox would fucking start packaging their latest Xbox with a better controller, that controller is one of my favorite controllers ever made. The PS5 controller. That alone has made me go, you know what? I like this controller so much. From now on, I'm buying all my games on the Sony. I haven't even turned on my Xbox in maybe a year. I take that back, like 6 months. But now I'm back to being a PlayStation fanboy. I'm buying fucking controllers. I'm buying pros. I got a PlayStation here in front of me, and that's an old one, and I'm looking at it like, you're gross. You're not a pro. Ew. I need to turn this fucking controller or this off. Imagine not playing on a $15,000 PC. Well, no, I mean, I love PC gaming's the way to go, for sure, 100%. But I will tell you, the games that PlayStation has and Xbox has that are not on PC are really good. And there's so many issues with PC gaming that people don't talk about as much, and it's just how annoying PCs are. Like like I was talking about earlier, this fucking expensive ass gaming PC from fucking Origin that I have has been nothing but headaches since I got it. I mean, it's fucking leaking water right now. It's not leaking currently, but I've just had so many problems with this fucking expensive ass PC. I would never buy an Origin again. And I would never buy a PC this expensive ever again. And I hate this PC. And it's been nothing but headaches and problems. And sometimes people really just want to put a fucking video game in and press play and not deal with shit after many, many updates. But yeah, I like PC gaming, but you know, I get it. I get why people want to just fucking put a fucking disc in or press play and not have to deal with so much fucking shit. Is that? Oh. I thought my PC was about to blow up. I thought I heard it just like all the fans on right now. No, it's my robot vacuum. Do you guys have robot vacuums? Robot vacuums is a thing I never thought, like when they were first announced by like iRobot, I think was the first one that I heard. I was like, that's so stupid. That ain't gonna work, girl. And I was like, girl, no, just kidding. But I got one. Janice wanted to get one, and we have a house that has all wood floors pretty much. There's only carpet in our bedrooms, and we only use this for like the wood floors, which is the main chunk of our house. And it actually works really cool. It's like a little Tesla driving around with this little full self-driving and like, oh, I better not bump into this cat, you know, type thing. And it actually works really good. It literally does shit while you're like, just to clean the floors and mop it. And then, you know, and it's just going on in the background where you're dealing with other shit. And it does a good job at vacuuming, and it does a good job at like cleaning the floors, like mopping the floors. It actually does way better than I thought it was going to do. For no joke, I haven't done a review of this. I have two of the top brands right now, And I should really review both of them because I have one at my studio and I have one here. I like the one here better than the one at the studio, even though the one at the studio is considered higher end or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It does a pretty good job at sweeping up. See, right now it's just going around the house, kind of like a lawnmower, and just sweeping up my hallway. And it maps it all out while it sweeps. I can look on my phone and see where it's gone. It has like LiDAR and radar and all this shit, so it's like showing what's in the way. And then it goes back and washes. And it has a base station it goes to where it empties out its trash. It charges itself. It gets more water and shampoo pushed inside of it. So for the most part, you could literally just go do it and you're not doing anything. You know, you're not touching it. There's a few times where you have to change the mop water because it does use a lot of water. So you have to like take out the dirty water and put in new water or whatever. But I mean, really, pretty happy with it. If you guys have wood floors, like the majority of your house, I would give it a try. Like go on YouTube, do a lot of research. Don't wait for my video. But do a lot of research, and there's a couple of them that I recommend. I'll try to remember to do a video about it soon. But it was a delightful surprise to get a robot vac. I didn't think it was going to be a good thing, but it really is. It really is a surprisingly very cool, and it does a pretty good job. I was actually very surprised. That was like one of the biggest tech surprises of this year, that those actually work pretty well. Because I was for sure like, we'll try it out for a couple weeks, but I'm going to return this motherfucker. I know this is going to be like one of those dumb things that doesn't work good. It's going to be annoying, and we're never going to use it. We use it all the time. Janice loves the fucking shit. Janice is a clean freak with horrible allergies. Like, Janice has such bad allergies that she goes to allergy doctors. She just got surgery for allergies. Like, she spends more money on allergies than purses or clothing. And it really helps when you have that layer of dust taken off the floor, or you have that, you have a cat that you're allergic to. It is pretty surprising how well it works. Also, fun fact in, let's see, let me just get you guys a real number. This is something to look forward to. Look at this little idiot on my phone. Look at that little idiot. And look at that little stupid idiot. Let's see. We are literally 9 days away from getting a new kitten. I've talked about this already a couple of times, but in 9 days, we're getting our second Maine Coon. It's a kitten. How is the current Uma Maine Coon going to react? There's going to be a lot of new kitten content coming soon. There's going to be a lot of drama. And if you don't know, this is something that I don't. Maybe we talked about. Maybe we haven't. Uma, our cat, has a Instagram. It is, oh gosh. Hold on, I gotta spell it right. Wait. What the hell? That ain't my cat. What? Lord have mercy. Okay. I am green teed a little, guys. Anyways, our cat has a. That's her. That's her right there. Our cat has her own Instagram now. Janice runs it mostly, and she posts embarrassing videos of me all the time without asking for permission. So it's great for you Redban haters out there, like this one where I'm clearly drunk and I don't even know what's going on.
Mothership is an awesome show.
So Uma's like hanging out in laundry baskets lately.
Non-comedy related. I smoke weed and and I swing in my hammock. Oh.
Yeah, fun drunk Redban content like that is always good. No, but Janice, this is our studio right here. Janice posts a lot of just fun, dumb cat content and dog content. Here's our new kitty right here that we get in 9 days. And this cat is supposed to be huge. The girl that, the lady, the woman, the princess that I got Uma from, she's a Maine Coon breeder, one of the best. She called or texted me and was like, "You've always wanted a big Maine Coon, and this girl's gonna be huge." I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yeah." It's like she's like way bigger than everyone in the litter, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm in." So we got a second Maine Coon to join me, and look how this is, by the way, this is how Uma lays on me every night. She just wants to lay on me, stare at me, doesn't like kissing me too much, and then she'll just fall asleep, and then I'll just look at TikTok. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get the new kitty. So I have a name for her. You guys, have I given you the name yet? This is like one of the cheesiest names ever. So I wanted a Asian sounding name. We were thinking of like Tota or Toto, but then I was like, no, but Toto is also from Wizard of Oz, and I don't like that. Then we were thinking of like Kiki or Kika, you know, and just like Asian sounding cute cat names. And I think I thought of one, guys. And I like it because it's cheesy. It sounds Asian, but it's mostly cheesy. Katu. K-A-T-U. Cat number 2. Katu. Right? What do you guys think about my name idea? You like it? I'm so... This is so stupid, right? Katu. Katu. Kimchi? Unfollowed. I think it's hilarious. I think Katu, K-A-T-U. Because then if you go, Katu, it's Katu. Then you're like, yeah, it's our second cat, Cat 2. I think that's just hilarious. Miso is actually a great name. I never even thought of Miso. That's actually a cute-ass fucking name. Wade, good job with that one. If I didn't love Cat 2 so much, I'd be like, yeah, Miso. I mean, I still might call we still might call it Miso. I don't know. Maybe it's Cat 2 Miso. Miso Cat 2. It's a long name. Tony Hinchcliffe would roast you for that name. Well, good. I'm so scared. Miso is actually a really adorable name. My cat was named Miso. Wade, do you have a picture of your cat, Wade? Now I'm turning into William Montgomery talking to his dog. Wade, do you have a picture of your cat? Wade. Oh, this is a video. Any of you guys that are fans of William Montgomery, like I am. I'm a huge William Montgomery fan. There's a good friend of mine, Jeff Richards, who's a crazy, brilliant maniac. He was on Saturday Night Live briefly. But no, he's very, very funny. You've seen him on podcasts I've done a lot. He is literally one of my, I mean, he's just a crazy person. Jeff Richards. Recently he had William Montgomery on it, and he did a William Montgomery impersonation. And it's so silly. I mean, Jeff Richards is already silly, and he does so many silly. Like, look, he had Phil Hendry on. Oh my God, the GOAT, Phil Hendry, and he played. Look, he played David Letterman.
You see me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Nice to see you, Phil.
Hey, it's great to see you, man. I'm using my mobile, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh,
In a fit of anger, I took the record, the cord to my computer. I threw it into the ocean, but this looks kind of funky.
well, the good thing is you're close to the ocean.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can drown myself if I ever had the feeling, which I don't have the feeling to do.
Let's start off with that. Let's talk about technical difficulties, getting ready for something, doing it on your own. Back in the radio days, people would do things.
I mean,
for you.
his mild sounds of David Letterman. I mean, Jeff, of course, is using like a filter to make him look like David Letterman, but it's all about his voice.
Kind of see that as, no big deal.
It's sort of how my life has gone.
Anyways, he had William Montgomery on the other day, and he played William's brother. Now, you could tell this is a last minute, like, this has, I mean, if Jeff wanted to, you could tell Jeff is just learning how to do William's voice also. I've known Jeff for a while, and I could tell that he's still trying to figure out William's voice. And William has a lot of different voices, right? Like, he has his angry voice. He has the voice how he talks to his dog. He does his like, oh, come on. He does his little sexy, cute voices. But I recommend watching this if you're a fan of William Montgomery. Jeff is doing a great job. Let's just take a little look at this. It's called Jeff and William. It's the Jeff Richards Show on YouTube. Please subscribe to that. He needs it.
With your time, I mean, it just seems like you lounge around and talk about, your last time you were at Chili's and you got a virus infection. I mean, what's up? Spending $450 on sushi and then you get sick. I mean, how smart is that, dumbass?
Yeah, it's a dumbass deal that I did. It really is. That was stupid. But no, there's a new. And you, seriously, Jeff, you don't start playing it because if you're anything like me, and we must share some of the same DNA.
Purpose. Are those real owls?
See?
Oh, you dumbass.
It's
What
under there.
is
It's
that
not-
thing? It's like black and gray?
See, it's kind of. See, but I don't have anybody to play with. So it's like sad.
You've never had anyone to play with.
Well, our papa.
And I played with you too, William, but I didn't have a lot of patience for the way you act. You're always lying to me. You always say that somebody's going off to J.C. Penney's and they lost their way and one of their shoelaces.
You were living at our house. Nobody asked you to live at our house. I was going into the first grade or something. You really messed shit up for me.
Nobody asked you to go to J.C. Penney. We didn't
Well,
want to
nobody
take
asked
you.
you
Every
to-
time you went, you'd say, "Do these shoes run fast?" And then you'd run away, and I'd have to catch you, and I wasn't that fast.
Yeah, you
Because of
didn't
my
always
foot.
catch me either. And it's like, what are you even bringing that up? You knew it was a weird time for me. I got busted for stealing stuff. I can't believe you bring that shit up. I was kind of being nice. And then you bring that up, that you knew that was a traumatic time for me.
Well, you don't think it was traumatic for me to watch you stand on the top of a toilet seat and slip off, hit your head on the back of a fucking the sink, and then I had to come up there and mop up the blood, and you just sat there like you were in pain. You weren't in
Yeah,
pain.
no
You don't know what
shit.
pain is.
Yeah, no shit. You didn't really help me at all. You let me bleed out. You got the towels. You messed up Mom's towels. Mama told you not to use the towels for stuff like that.
She
Then you
told
used-
me not to use the light-colored towels, you dumbass.
Well,
used
that's
the
not
light-
what Mama told me.
Because Mama didn't love you like she loved me. I'm
Well,
first.
that's what she had to tell you to get your ass out of the house.
Bitch.
Never told you that one, and I didn't want to tell you that one, and I'm kind of kidding, but I mean, I'm kind of serious. You were there for what, 6, 7 years?
And how do you want me to feel about it?
I don't know. You bring up J.C. Penney. It's like it's like I'm in a corner. It's like you're forgetting my plant dropped. It's like you're forgetting there's like spirits up here right now. I'm not even kidding.
I'm not forgetting how much that plant cost. Dumbass.
Okay, well,
I could use that money. I could use that money for motorcycle gas. Dumbass.
well, I think you're kind of the dumbass for getting on a motorcycle when you know how dangerous those things are.
Shout out to Harley Davidson for finding its way to the. Make it a bit, William. Shout out to Harley Davidson
for helping people get up to the pearly gates even faster. Or something like that. I don't know. Something
That was
like getting
good,
to heaven
William.
faster,
That's
like you
good,
go to
William.
heaven.
That was
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
funny.
That was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, something about helping people get to the pearly gates.
Why don't you help yourself and get that plant adhesed to the balcony so it won't fall out onto your a woman who you're looking to get to know. I mean, you need to know your neighbor. You need to be friends with your neighbor. The neighbor's the one that helps you when you need help.
I know. Well, okay. Well, maybe when she comes, she'll probably be here in the next. What time is it? She'll be here in the next hour. I sit up here.
Hour.
Yeah, the next hour, I would say she's gonna be here, and I will be able to maybe stop her and say, "Okay, I need to get. Let me gain access to your apartment. I have to grab something in your backyard."
We don't say it like that. I gain access to your. What are you in, like on the A team?
Yeah, let me gain access to your backyard, bitch. I'm the guy that lives up above
Anyways,
you.
if you want to watch the rest of that, go to the Jeff Richards show. He has a bunch of things he's did. Let's look at. He's really good at Louis Anderson, but I don't know if you guys know Louis Anderson. Bill Burr's been on there recently. 3 years ago. Alec Baldwin.
Are you self-engineering this, or is there somebody helping you?
You know, Jason Hour's doing it, and I'm just hanging out, hanging out. Got the lights going. I'm in the basement right now. I'm just kind of chilling in the basement, and it's pretty much self-generated, but there are some bells and whistles that are done by other people, so it's it is what it is.
I'm gonna get this mic in here.
I mean, you know what's crazy? He has Alec Baldwin on. This video has 7,000 views. How the fuck? You want to hear about Blacklisted or whatever ghost?
He screamed at me, so it was almost like this thing where I could have reacted, but I just let it go, and then I had that sort of lament sense, So he was in a tour bus. I was on the grounds. So it's like I was like settled on the ground. It was like a euphoric ground situation. Does that make any sense? I don't know if it does, but
I don't have any stories because Tom wouldn't speak to me while we were shooting. He kind of.
All right, let's not talk about the shooting. Let's move on. Let's look at some other. Who else has he had? He's had on Harlan many times. And he's playing Harlan as to Harlan.
Hello?
I was just totally fucking with you. I could hear you the whole time.
What?
Ah.
Is this like an instant fuck fest?
Yeah, if you look at your face, it is.
Hang on. Let me try and look at my face.
Well,
I can't seem to turn my eyes around.
You know, that's funny you say that. That's funny you say that because I have to look right at the lens. I just got back from my dentist and he tells me I gotta look right at the lens. I can't look anywhere else. I'm not going to be able to look at you, my cousin.
The dentist? You look like you just got back from safari. What were you, chasing butterflies through the Amazon, you freak?
I was chasing some of your punchlines.
Where's Curious George? On your lap? Riding up and down like a freaked out banana boy from the Philippines?
How was your Memorial Day?
I don't remember. Is it memory or memory gland?
Memorial Day.
Memorial? I barely memorial.
Yeah, but you do because you took a tutorial.
Dude, that hat. You look like you should be chasing moths through Brazil and then like putting them on a bug light. And
yeah, I wore it because I saw your interview with Joe Rogan. And I saw that you're talking about bumblebees and you're talking about all these different types of tigers and giraffe and things like this. I wore this in honor of your adventures on his podcast.
Guess what this is?
What?
It's a giraffe walking through your wife's face.
That's gold. Yeah, I was just going to tell you, I was going to say I was going to eat some eggs before the podcast, but then I decided maybe I'll just eat them on the podcast. I can't look down because the dentist told me to keep my eyes straight.
You're gonna eat eggs? Well, that'd be a difference from when you're sucking them.
This has nothing to do with your fetishes.
Oh.
I'm not gonna eat it now. I'm gonna wait till I get really hungry.
You're gonna eat an egg.
You're gonna watch.
Oh, sick. Why would you eat an egg?
Why would you watch?
I'm not gonna watch. As soon as you pull it out, I'm gonna dip out. All I have to do is go.
All right. Yeah, Gary Busey. Somebody said Gary Busey. He does a great Gary Busey.
Are you there?
Yes, are you there?
I've been here for 45 minutes.
45? Wow. That's a long time. That's a long time. I was here too, by the way. I was here too. You couldn't see me, but I could see you. It was fascinating. It was fascinating. Did you know I was going to be on? Did you know? Now you know.
Well, you were a mystery guest, but I knew you were part of something that was a greater cosmic being, and you know, as our president, I consider you to have. I consider it to be an honor and a privilege.
But you know what? I consider it an honor and a privilege too. You've had such an illustrious career. You must be so honored to have me on, which I think is incredible. You're so amazing. You've done so many great things, and I think you being on The Apprentice was probably the highlight of your career. I would think, you know.
Well, it was a boost. It was a boost. I mean, it's like learning to ride a horse. I mean, if you do it too quick, you'll learn to ride a horse too quick, and then you might get too much confidence. And well, I mean, it's spirituality is in complex. I mean, I do Buseyisms, so if you just give me a word, I can come up with other words for the different letters of that word.
Really? All right. What about clarity?
Clarity. See, well, I got to know how to spell them first. Give me one I know to.
I guess presidential was too long, right? That's too long.
Let me do not.
Not? That would be perfect. Like a pretzel knot or a donut.
No, just an NOT knot.
Oh, just an NOT, like sailing. I'm not a sailor, but I like knots.
Well, it's a knot. It's a knot. Here's what I do. I say knot. N-O-T. Knot. Oh. Yeah, even the 3-letter ones can be,
they can be very difficult. They can be very difficult. That's why I make it very simple for people. You know, I love the poorly educated. You know that, right? I've said that in my, not that you're poorly educated. I just love the poorly educated.
Isn't that a dichotomy though? Something as poor as somebody as poorly educated is still educated than just poor or not educated.
Right, they're here, and a lot of people are here. I'm here because I'm a genius. I'm like a stable genius. You know what I mean? But I think you're very smart too. You and I have had some great conversations, and I always walk away thinking, wow. You know, because you're a deep guy. You're a deep guy.
Well, you know.
Anyways, check out Jeff Richards on YouTube. So fucking great. He has so many amazing characters he does. Oh, here's a Dr. Phil.
It's actually, I mean, I can hear you so well. I guess I could get the headset in.
You know, you'd think like you'd have this.
All right, I don't want to hear that one. I got enough Dr. Phil in my brain for a while, but check it out. If you know my old friend Tebow, Jason Tebow from Punch Drunk and so on, he's been on a lot. And what's great about Jeff, he always has surprise. Oh, he talked to that AI Tom Cruise once too.
Hey, I can hear you.
From
I can hear you
TikTok.
through my earphones.
Is that good? And we're good.
You look great. This is fantastic.
You look great.
Your hair. Did you just get out of the shower? And your hair looks like you just.
I air dried. You know, I always air dry. I don't even use a towel.
But when do you put the hairs where they need to go?
I mean, it's a process. You know, little by little. You know, I keep tweaking it. You know, little by little.
Right.
it's a process.
Right.
Your
And
hair
you're-
looks great too.
Thank you. You're also little.
Yeah.
By
And I
little.
use Pantene Pro V, by the way. Pantene Pro V is the only way to go.
Pantene Pro V.
Yeah, I'm little, but you know, there's a big spirit inside me. You know, yeah.
I want to talk about that spirit because, by the way,
Tell me.
we're talking to Tom
Please.
Cruise. I'm Robert Downey Jr., and this is a unique situation to have. You know, I would
Yeah.
say unique for both of us to be together and even talking.
Sure.
You know, at this particular point, this juncture.
I mean, we're not in the same room, of course. You know that'll be the day. You know, but this is as close as we're going to get, maybe.
We've never met.
I mean, we've crossed paths. CVS, you know.
Right. There's the long receipt. I remember I saw that video.
Of course.
So give me a sense of what this is because Mercury is in retrograde. How did that affect you? I'm April 4th. You know,
Sure.
I'm in Aries, and that they said it was going to affect my communication abilities. They were going to be pushed and hampered and suppressed and repressed. And I don't necessarily feel that, but I do feel like just like my shoes are like tighter. I don't know. Is it a physical manifestation?
Yes, sometimes, yeah, you're right. Sometimes my shoes don't fit, or one foot is maybe fitting in my shoe better than the other, and it must be Mercury. You know, I always blame Mercury. You know, it's what we do, right? You got to blame
Right.
someone or something
Right.
or some larger, higher power. I sometimes have a loss of appetite, some appetite suppression. You know, I can't keep anything down. You know, I have to upchuck. Yeah.
Upchuck. People used to say that a lot more. Upchuck.
That's right.
They don't.
I want
they
to
don't
bring
say
it
it
back.
anymore.
It's
Well, I
a good.
think you
It's a
just
good
did.
word. I did. I did.
You just
I'm
brought it
hoping to
back.
be a trendsetter. Hope I brought it back, and the kids today start using it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your birthday again?
My birthday is July 3rd. Okay.
So that's
born on the
that's
born on the 3rd
Capricorn.
of July. Yeah. I was almost born
That's
on the 4th
Capricorn?
of July, but yes, Capricorn.
I just want to know the facts.
And I love corn. Yeah.
Tell me about corn. What is corn to you? I mean, because is it like cornucopia? Is it like
Cornucopia,
is it just
you know,
corn?
it's all things. It just keeps giving. You know.
All right, let's look at one last one. Oh, we got the great Bob Saget.
There he is. How you doing?
Oh, he's being Jimmy Kimmel right now. Sometimes it works better, you know. than other times, but you can see that dumbass Kimmel face right there.
Doing, man? It's great to see you.
You look a little blue.
Yeah, that's a great Kimmel, or not Kimmel. I mean Fallon. I mean Fallon, by the way. That's a great Fallon, by the way. How you doing?
Just kidding. That's your background.
Oh wow, so cool. When they told me I was going to host this show, the Jeff Richards show, I was like, who's going to be the guest,
Right.
And they said Bob Saget. I was like, oh my God, no way. I was like freaking out. I had toothpaste in my mouth and I spit it all over the place. It's so good to have you here, man. How you doing?
Jimmy, it's great to see you. And be careful with the toothpaste in the sink. It can actually clog it. It can actually cause like an epoxy. That's true. I had a real problem, and I had don't pour Drano in either. Get a garden weasel, an actual animal. It's like a larva. Take the
garden weasel. Oh my God.
You look great.
Nah, I feel great. I feel like $1 million.
Well, you're making a good living, and
wow.
I still love that time. Do you remember that time when I was on Oprah and I discovered a funny guy, and you were discovered
Bob
by
Saget. It was Bob Saget. Bob Saget.
Bill Murray discovered you. It was right when you had just started SNL, and Bill Murray was kind enough and wanted to give you props. That was a long time ago. Remember
it was
that?
An honor. Oh yeah, it was an honor. I love Oprah too. She's like the most amazing woman in the world.
She is. I mean, there's a lot of amazing women. I have a lot of women in my life. My daughter is my wife. They're different people. My daughter's from my wife.
Anyways, that is badass. Having Bob Saget on an episode. If you haven't seen it, again, go to Jimmy Fallon. Go to Jimmy Fallon's YouTube page. No, go to Jeff Richards on YouTube. Check out Jeff Richards show. He has so many people, including our sweet William Montgomery, but he has all those that we have seen. And guys, I was just texting while we were just watching that Jeff. I was just texting Jeff, and look who we have on the phone. I know it's just on my iPhone. Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
What's up?
Dude, your William Montgomery is so fucking. I know it's new. I could tell it's new, but you got it. You almost got it, man.
Well, listen, I almost got it, which is accurate if it's his brother, right? He wouldn't be exactly like that.
Have you met his brother, Jeff?
No, I haven't.
No, dude, his brother's exactly like him, but he's like, oh my God, you have to meet his brother. It's so weird. They're all the same. They're like. His brother is actually just like him, but more like I don't know, like man. Yeah. Like he has his head shaved like Rogan and shit, and he's just like, yeah, my name's Selden. I like to drink. I ain't no pussy.
I have a little more edge than my brother. Bitch.
Hey, have you heard his new voice he does only to his dog, where he becomes like a gay Southern woman?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, dude, it's the funniest voice ever. He's like, "Oh, how are you doing, little baby doggy?" Like, it's weird, and he does it a lot.
William offstage and William on stage. William offstage is like, "Can I get you another tab of butter?" Oh, great. Oh, you can take a shower if you want to. And then on stage he's like, "Bitch."
He also does that. This sound a lot. Hey man, I was just showing your page too. I'm just live streaming, not anything really special, but I was just going through all the people. Like your Harlan Williams was so great. You and your Bob Saget, like talking about, but Alec Baldwin, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Right after the pandemic, I did an impression of him and sent it to my friend that happened to know his niece. And sent it to his niece, sent it to him, and then, he followed me, and I just immediately asked him to be on the show, and he was like the coolest, all the bigger they are, the cooler they are, I feel, and then the lower, on the level, the food chain, they can be the hardest to get booked.
Is there any dream people that you want on your show? Like I was thinking, like, do you have a good Steve Martin? Like that seems like that would be hard.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a lot of the ones. I don't do the most known people. I think because I look at it more of a challenge to learn one that not everyone's learned.
Right.
Like I always liked, when I was doing, Willem Dafoe, right? Did you see that one?
Yeah, do it for us.
So he just kind of talks like this. Listen, if you want to buy a home, but you don't have enough money for the down payment, that's what can help. That's him trying to get you to get some State Farm insurance. And from American Psycho, Willem Dafoe and Patrick Bateman, he's like, so I just have some preliminary questions from my files, if that's okay. Sure, go ahead, shoot. So where'd you go to college? Yale University. Don't you already know all this? I just want to see if you knew. Fun part.
When you coming to Austin, Jeff? You got to come to Austin and hang out with us sometime, man.
I definitely want to. Maybe like February, maybe or something.
Yeah. It's so great. Your show is so amazing. Just seeing all your different voice. Is there a voice that you think is your favorite? You think you are the best at? Like, what is your gold? Like, this is the voice I think I am 100% nailed.
I don't know if that's. Maybe more like Hoffman. I can feel that one pretty good.
Right.
Always like. Very attractive. Very, very attractive. I want to make passion love you for hours and hours.
It's almost an Earl Skakel.
Yeah, it's like Earl before he leans in and goes, I got a big dick. And also probably Letterman, that was one. Which I just did with Phil Hendry, the radio.
Oh, that was cool. That was cool seeing Phil Hendry and you, man. Like, I grew up with Phil Hendry. It was great seeing that.
Yeah. So that's a fun one because I'm more like in conversation, and he's a host, so he's used to interviewing people. So you just kind of talk like this. You would hope at some point, I don't know when, something would change.
Yeah, and you and Trump was great. That guy playing Trump was pretty fucking solid too, man.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Have you ever diked out with that girl from? Never mind. I might change the question. That ain't baseball. Rosie, you had Rosie on.
Yeah. She was great. I don't know why I'm forgetting her name, but she's amazing.
Rosie O'Donnell. That Tom Cruise guy, what was up with the Tom Cruise guy's hair? Was he like, I'm not doing my hair for this? Or like...
No, that's the wig. That's the wig. Yeah.
That's not a Tom Cruise wig. Comb it to the side or something.
No, that's the Tom Cruise wig, I think, after shower.
Yes, you said the shower thing, and that's what it looked like. That was hilarious.
Yeah, the whole thing is Tom Cruise that just got out of the shower.
That's so funny, man. Well, Jeff, are you still in LA? Are you still fucking surviving there?
I'm going back between Portland and LA.
Okay.
And just having a great time. The video game, I don't know if you get the video game I just did Gary Busey's voice on,
what?
But we call it something else. I just basically was doing that impression. It's called Redacted.
Okay.
Redacted. It's getting pretty good reviews.
That's awesome.
It's like a movie called Desert Fiends, which is out December 13th, I think, somewhere around there. But yeah, more shows coming up. Dave Foley, some other ones.
I love Dave. Oh, he lives up there with you, right?
No, he's in New York.
Oh. Why did I think he was in Portland? All right, well, never mind.
I mean, I'm sure he has a place in LA too. But
hey, do you have a Tony Hinchcliffe voice?
I'm number one. I will show you my comedy skills like you've never seen before. I'm number one of the planet. That's how I used to do them back in the day. Even.
Right. It needs an upgrade because I mean I think that's how we all did them. Like me and Tebow would all be like, I'm number one. Tebow's really good at it too.
Yeah, like my favorite Martian. Something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Jeff, I miss you, brother, and you got to come out. Holtzman and me and Tony, like me and Tony talked about you the other day. Like, we got to get you on Kill Tony or something. Like, that would be fucking awesome. Miss you, brother, and check out Jeff Richards' show, The Jeff Richards Show on YouTube. And what's your website's? The Jeff.
Yeah, Instagram, The Jeff Richards. Website is, I think, The Jeff Richards too. But it's all on my Instagram.
Do you do Elon Musk at all? It seems like you would be great at an Elon Musk.
I guess so. No, I don't really.
You should definitely do an Elon Musk.
Just do it. But I got a My Pillow guy that's coming.
Well, he died.
Alex Jones.
Oh, that's black helicopters. We got people in the trees making babies with the alien lizard people.
They got Facebook. Facebook's trying to shut me down. I'm not gonna let them do it. Yeah. Space aliens, gay frogs. Come on.
Love it, brother. Well, I miss you, Jeff. We'll talk soon.
Okay, bud.
See you, buddy. There you go, guys. Jeff Richards, man, old school friend of mine, one of the most talented, like he's just a super talented motherfucker. There's sometimes you meet people in LA and you're like, wow, this guy's special. I've always been a friend of Jeff, and there's old episodes that you can watch of me and Brian Holtzman doing his podcast with Jeff and stuff. But check out Jeff Richards. He's somebody, like, I'm just looking at all these amazing videos that he has and all these amazing interviews with all these people on his YouTube, and like literally his YouTube page has 6,000 subscribers. How is that possible? And there's all these idiots on YouTube that are just like farting in cups and putting in cats' faces. You know what I mean? Like just like prank videos and stuff. Like I'm watching videos that are just like, how is this person so popular? You should follow Jeff because he is very talented and very amazing. And he has like so many layers. He has like a band. He has everything. Anyways, check it out. There you go. That was cool. That was cool talking to Jeff. I did not plan that today. I literally did not plan that. I watched that William Montgomery video a couple of days ago, and I was just like, oh, that's so adorable. And I'm so glad that came up there. That was a way to promote a friend of mine and promote him and have him call in and do a FaceTime. That's great. I love that. That was cool. And that was not planned at all. So, yay, Jeff Richards. All right, guys, you know what? I have to wake up earlier than usual tomorrow because of Thanksgiving. So let's just, I was going to do some VR news and stuff, but there's nothing that I give a fudge sickle about. Let's write a song and finish the show. All right. Let's just do this create thing. All right, hold on. Let's just do this real quick. All right, let's do a song. Let's write a song. Virtual Redban is about to end. Part 1, part 2 is about to start. In virtual reality, let's talk about the intermission. Be back soon. This time in VR, and Redban will probably I spelled probably be wrong. Dress like a woman. See you soon. I'm going to cut that. Make AI write those lyrics, and I want the style to be like folk, hippie, Grateful Dead, positive jam band. All right, I just misspelled so much. There we go. All right, create. All right, guys. If you're new around here, I'm going to press play on this song right now. If you're new here, guys, welcome to Virtual Redban. This is all right. You know what? We'll wait a second. All right. This is part 1 of Virtual Redban. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Whatever. Make a comment. Go in the chat, and not the chat room, the comments, and just say hi. Anyways, part 2 is where we actually jump into virtual reality. And it starts in about 15-20 minutes. It's only on youtube.com/redban. So make sure you subscribe. Also, that first part 1 was pretty cool. A lot of things get edited out though. So you want to make sure you catch it live. Part 2 is more of like, hey, just put it on in the background while I'm like cooking Thanksgiving pies or whatever. But tonight in virtual reality, we're going to go have Thanksgiving with our virtual friends. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, make a baby on the floor, put a napkin on it, watch it soak up, take the napkin and put it in the sun, let it dry off, and whatever pattern it makes in the napkin, try to draw a picture around it and smell it. You got about 15 or 20 minutes. I'll text the link text it. I'll tweet the link, X the link, and Instagram the link for part 2 very soon. I'll see you soon for part 2. Here's a song all about part 2 on Virtual Redban. See you guys soon.
This feels like a warm-up for part 2 of the Redban's descent into virtual world that I like to call Virtual Redban. We still need to talk about the intermission. I'll be back for it soon. Just imagine the possibilities for when VR arrives, and it is in virtual reality, which they say should be this year. And if that happens, it'll be the end of anything we have for sure. And that means Redban will spend most of his time dressed up as a woman, which is the bare extent of that, and that's big drum back. This feels like a warm-up for part 2 of the Redban's descent into virtual world that I like to call Virtual Redban. We still need to talk about the intermission. I'll be back for it soon. Just imagine the possibilities for when VR arrives, and it is in virtual reality, which they say should be this year. And if that happens, it'll be the end of anything we had for sure. And that means Redban will spend most of his time dressed up as a woman, which is the bare extent of that. And that's big drum back.